From after-school programs to summer camps, Bridge Lacrosse is building bridges that go way beyond the playing field. Joining us is David Higbee, the executive director with Bridge Lacrosse. Thank you so much for joining us here on Texas Today.
Absolutely. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
For anyone watching, tell us more about Bridge Lacrosse.
So, on paper we say that Bridge Lacrosse is a youth-based sports development program.
Okay.
But what we know is that for us, it's about sports and kids. And we're great with kids, and we're great with showing kids opportunities through this incredibly unique sport that they may not have access to otherwise. So that's why we're really good at, and that's why Bridge Lacrosse has been so successful.
Wow. I mean, what is the feedback from children and families once they're introduced to the game of lacrosse?
Well, we've been around for almost 20 years, and we continue to have kids come back year after year. Our retention rate is high, and moreover, we have a ton of alumni who return. We put a stick in their hand when they were kids. Now that they're out of college or they're in the workforce, they're coming back to us and giving back to the program that got them started.
Over 20 years, I mean, what kind of life skills are you guys teaching through this program?
It's everything. So we provide opportunities for education, enrichment, giving these kids access to a sport that provides character development. And we all know sports is a great environment to learn social skills that may not exist or may not have be as prevalent maybe in the classroom or at home.
Yeah, can you, I guess, describe some of the transformation stories or the transformation that you see in some of your kids?
I mean, it's kids who come back to us year after year whose sports is not a very big part of their lives, and maybe they wouldn't have found sports in their school or in their neighborhood, but they come to us and they come back year after year, and sports then plays a large role in their development, and so we love seeing those opportunities.
Now, you also offer other programs through Bridge Lacrosse. Tell us about that.
Correct. So our big one right now that we're really trying to grow is our academic programming. So what we know is lacrosse is a great tool to have conversations and relationships with kids, and then from there we can kind of talk, hey, how's school? Like, how's class? How are your grades? And what are opportunities that we can provide or resources we can provide for you outside of just lacrosse sticks and equipment?
Now, one of your big things is bridging communities. What does that mean to you?
So lacrosse is really a predominantly white, affluent sport. It is not seen in a lot of it's not seen in a lot of non-traditional communities like lower income communities of color in particular. And so what we want to do is provide access to this sport that has been pretty exclusive to a lot of our communities. And so that's one way for us to bridge communities is an affluent white sport with communities of color.
Now, when you provide access, right, what do you see happen?
We see kids who are trailblazers, who want to do something different, who grew up in neighborhoods where football and basketball and soccer are dominant, and they want to go outside and I want to try something a little bit different, and lacrosse might be a great avenue for me.
How do you keep your team, your students motivated and inspired?
It can be tough, especially when maybe we don't win a lot of games. We have maybe a reputation in the early days of not winning a lot of games, but we need to provide something else for kids. We're not winning a lot of games on the field, so we need to make sure that we're providing other things to them and other opportunities that keep them coming back year after year. That has changed over time. We actually are winning more games. Our high school varsity teams are actually quite successful. My varsity girls actually just were semifinalists in the state tournament. My boys made a playoff run earlier this year. We have a state title in 2021. So we have become more competitive over time, and that has also helped retention.
David, can you share a story that really just blows your mind right now? Because some of your students, they're getting full rides to schools to play lacrosse.
There's a lot of opportunities for kids to continue playing, and so right now I have roughly, I think, about a dozen kids playing in college, either on scholarship, not on scholarship, whatever. They're having a great time and a chance to continue their lacrosse career and their academic career. So I'm really proud of the 12 of them out there playing, big kid lacrosse.
Wow. How can someone get involved?
So we're always looking for volunteers, whether you know lacrosse or not. We're looking for adults and young people to come back into the organization, work with kids, be a part of our academic support, our enrichment support, or just put a stick in your own hand and throw and catch with a kid. Now,
like you said, you've been around for 20 years. You guys have some awesome summer camps as well. Let's talk about the ones that are here in Dallas.
So we have some smaller ones here in Dallas. Our big one, we actually take a bunch of our kids to a college campus down in Central Texas, and we basically provide them a full college readiness and lacrosse week.
What is that experience like?
It's wild, and the kids are up late, and we're running around like crazy, but it's a great opportunity to show kids what a college campus looks like and feels like by basically living on the campus, providing them academic curriculum, resources, and then obviously just going out and playing lacrosse. So we want them to be better on the field and in the classroom.
David, what do you enjoy most about being a part of Bridge Lacrosse?
For me, it's the personal relationships. There are kids that I coach in third grade that I now have seen grow up into high school, go through college, who are now back in Dallas, and it's great to hang out with them and be a part of their lives as they become adults. And so those relationships are incredibly special and meaningful to me.
David, thank you for everything that you're doing in our community.
Absolutely.
This is awesome.
Thank you so much for being here,
for
letting me be here.
Oh my gosh, of course. Bridge Lacrosse is building stronger communities one goal at a time. To learn more or to support their mission, visit bridgelacrosse.org.